For this question, Joyce uses 3, 2, 4, 1 centimeter cubes to make a cuboid. The perimeter of the top of the cuboid is 18 and each side of the cuboid is longer than 2 cm, and we are supposed to find the height of the cuboid. So if we look at this question, right, okay, they are trying to tell us that, okay, so you think about it, okay, 1 centimeter cube is as though you form, you take a lot of 1 cm cube, like a lot you form, and then like you make it something like a Lego block, right? Okay, so it's a lot of cubes, a lot of cube. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And if you know that 1 centimeter cube, the volume is 1 centimeter cube, right? So basically this whole portion here, the volume will have to be 324, because 324 of 1 centimeter cubes, then it will be 324 cm cube as well, okay. So okay, then after that they tell us that the perimeter of the top of the cuboid is 18. So the portion here, this whole portion is equal to 18. What do they infer from that? First of all, we cannot say that it's a cuboid. It doesn't mean that the top is a square, so don't misunderstand that it's a square. It may not be. However, if the top is 18, then we know that let's say this is the length, this is the breadth, this is the height, okay. So basically that means the 2 times of your length plus 2 times of the breadth is equals to 18 cm, right? So that means your length plus your breadth is equals to 9. Okay, basically the sum of the adjacent sides of the top is equals to 9. Okay, so and we know that in a way the volume, which is like length times breadth times height, would be equals to 324. Okay, and we also know that number 1, your length, your breadth, your height, they are all more than 2. They are all more than 2 cm. So how do we do that? Okay, the way to do this is by observing. You know that, okay, one way is we try to prime factorize. So you know that 324, right, is equals to, if you prime factorize, is equals to 2 power 2 times 3 power 4, which is like 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. And then you observe, okay, which basically the length, breadth, height has to be one of these. It has to be a combination of either 2 times 2, 2 times 3, or a combination of 2s and 3s, okay, or probably just 3s. If we want our length and breadth, right, just by score, guess and check, if your length and breadth will be 9 cm, which of the possibility can give you that? Okay, so you know that if your length and breadth, they are 9 cm, and your length and breadth either could be a combination of this. Your length and breadth is 9 cm, add together is 9 cm. So one possibility, right, if they, can the length be like, so the length, this is one example, is probably, this could be like the length, this could be like the breadth, this could be the height, right? So the length must be a combination of the prime factors. The length and breadth, length times breadth times height must be a combination of these prime factors. Now, the length itself and breadth cannot be just 2 cm, right? So let's say if the length is 4, and then it cannot give me 9 cm as well, because there's no such thing as 4.5. So if you just observe this, if the length and breadth, they add up to be 9, right? Look at the possibilities that come out of here. One of the possibilities that you have is, for example, right, you can have these two. For example, your length can be equals to 6 and your breadth can be equals to 3. So if that's the way, you can see that your length plus breadth will give you 9. This is really just by observation. So what does that tell you? If that's the case, right, let me just shift the 2 to the back, and you can see that this one will give you the height, right? So the height straight away is, 9 times 2, that will give you 18. Okay, so this is an example where you can see that the length plus breadth add up to 9. They fulfill the condition where both are more than 2, and the prime factorization of 3 to 4 allows you to do that. So the way to solve this question is really by looking at the prime factorization and looking at the question itself. Okay, it's not so straightforward. Thank you.